it's staying stable. Yes, it's going up in fiat terms, but it's a better way to look at it, that everything in price forever will fall against Bitcoin.
Deflation is coming due to robotics and AI, which will lead to lower interest rates and more government spending in the future. Opt out now before it's too late. It's time to invest in hard assets like Bitcoin, crypto, and gold. Crypto family, welcome back to the channel. Aaron here, coming back at you with another cryptocurrency video today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We have new cryptocurrency videos coming out every single day. And in today's clip, you saw in that preview there, that was Jeff Booth. Jeff Booth is the author of The Price of Tomorrow, Why Deflation is the Key to an Abundant Future. That's exactly what he talks about in today's clip. He's talking about deflation, Bitcoin, AI, robotics, and how all of it ties together. This is a really good one here today, guys. I recommend you watch all the way to the end. This is an interview that Jeff just recently did, and I learned a lot from the interview, guys, so I wanted to share it with you. So let's go ahead and check out the clip here, and let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below.
What are the kind of the economic rules in life, right? What would that look like? And one of those rules is prices fall to the marginal cost of production, right? If you start there, and nobody has ever challenged me on that. Some people say, well, not if you regulate an industry. Start with prices, period, exclamation mark. Prices fall to the marginal cost of production, right? Over a long enough time horizon. You can regulate an industry to stop it, right? You can, and then that technology keeps moving, and it moves outside of your area that you've regulated to a different domain that hasn't regulated, and then that attacks the incumbent or the regulated industry. But over a long enough time horizon, prices fall to the marginal cost of production. What does that look like in real life, and why? So now let's take the calculator app. When it came on, the first calculator app on the iPhone, you paid for it, right? Or they monetized it through advertising, but they were making money from it. Otherwise, no entrepreneur would have created the calculator app, right? So they were creating a business. And the next entrepreneur, I can create a better calculator app. And they price it down to be able to win the market. Next entrepreneur, more, and better and better and better, until there's no money left in calculator apps, right? And now if you go to the App Store, you'll see 50 calculator apps competing for your attention. They're all free. And it's ludicrous if somebody said to you two things. If somebody said, hey, I have a calculator app, it's going to cost $30 a month, you'd laugh them out of your house. It would be ludicrous. On the other side, if somebody came to me as far as an investor in the ecosystem and said, I have this great idea for a calculator app, I wouldn't take the call. So we can see it happening. We can see it happening all around us. And it's because what ends up happening is when there is money in the economic incentive and a market that allows you to rewrite the rules to create more value for people, the market moves there no matter what. And it attacks those margins until they're free. I don't think over the long enough time horizon, there's any exceptions to that rule. Now, today, if you're measuring in a world where the measurement itself is all on manipulated money, then people want to matter so much, they want to look good to society so much that they'll pay almost anything to stand out from the crowd, right? But over a long enough time, and that's in the existing system. So yes, will people with money pay more for certain things or more for value? What they're actually doing, no matter what that economic calculation is, in their head, they're saying, this has value to me. So play this on a long enough time horizon, even on a car or food. So what are the inputs for that? And once all of the inputs are essentially robotics and AI merging to be able to drive cost way down, can that value keep climbing? Right? Because if it kept climbing unnaturally, because it's climbing today, because you're making up more monetary units to make it climb, right? Abundance and money equals scarcity everywhere else. That's the paradigm we live in today. Then it'll keep rising in those terms. But what's actually happening, and what's actually happening on Bitcoin, because it's outside of that system, is its pricing, it's actually not going up. It's staying stable. And yes, it's going up in fiat terms, but it's a better way to look at it, that everything in price forever will fall against Bitcoin. And now play that forward.
Yeah.
So all prices are falling.
Yep.
And some people are able to offer more value for free. What would happen to the people that are charging more for their server? So each person is making a decision that you can't see before. Again, we're measuring the world from this system, and we're carrying our baggage from the one we live in into the new one. And it works exactly opposite. That's why I said prices fall to the marginal cost of production, right? So if you know that that's going to happen over a long enough time horizon, and if you said that productivity, so two things: prices fall to the marginal cost of production. The marginal cost of production everywhere is falling exponentially because of AI, robotics, and it's going to fall faster and faster and faster. And what's happening, it's actually chicken and egg. What came first? The debt is a response, and the manipulation of money is a response to that massive productivity gain that should be flowing to society in the form of lower prices, being stolen and concentrated at the top through manipulation of money, because it has to stop that deflation. Because if the deflation was allowed to happen, all of the banks would fail. All of everything would fail. Your way of life would fail tomorrow. Because what that deflation would mean, and that's where people conflate the difference about deflation, that debt deflation, the debt in the world is already insolvent. So we live in a world, effectively a make-believe world, where that debt is already insolvent, and we pretend it's solvent. So you live in a system where the entire system is insolvent.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to try to remain solvent. So you're playing by different rules than the system plays. And at the top of that system, if you're too big to fail, you get bailed out by the taxpayer over and over and over again. So what ends up happening is everybody races to try to be too big to fail. It creates the very incentive that to make essentially theft a base layer in the economy. And what would the mirror reflection of society look like if you had theft as a base layer of every trade? Right? Because that's what it looks like. Who would win in that environment? And theft is a harsh word, right? And so people don't, oh, no, it's not theft. Well, tell me what it is. Like, actually, so if it's not theft, you don't vote for it. You don't vote for inflation, right? You don't have a say that more monetary units are created, and you think what's happening is, maybe a simple way to do it is this. Imagine, well, you don't have to imagine, there's 8 billion people in the world. Let's say there's 8 billion monetary units, right? And 8 billion is not too hard for your mind to understand. Once you get to trillions, your brain just breaks, right? And so 400 trillion is a lot of right? It's just, your mind can't comprehend that. But 8 billion people, 8 billion monetary units. Of those monetary units in the world, you have 2 of them. I have 1 of them. Danny has half of one. If magically the next day there's 16 billion monetary units, did wealth go up in the world?
Nope.
Right? Same, just a different measurement. Abundance and money creates scarcity everywhere else. So what ends up happening is, but you think it did because you're 4, you're 2. If it didn't go to 4, then you got your pocket picked.
So as you guys just saw, Jeff believes that deflation is coming thanks to robotics and AI. And there's another clip I want to share with you guys from the CEO of OpenAI and where he thinks AI will be going over the next 10 years. This is really making the case for major deflation in the future, and that will ultimately lead to higher asset prices in the future for assets like Bitcoin. But let's go ahead and check out this clip here.
By 2032, I don't think you'll know you're talking to a model and not a human. I mean, you might, because it'll just be like so much better than any human at helping you out with stuff. But that by 20, I mean, that's a long time at the rate this field is going. I think it'll, I think it will be remarkable, and it'll feel like you're just not only talking to your smartest friend, but like thousands of smart friends that are domain experts everywhere you want, that are like working at superhuman speed to do whatever you need.
And thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you found any value, make sure to hit that like button. And if you guys want to check out any of our exclusive content, that will be in the description below in our Patreon. And my name is Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next video and have a great rest of your day.